Hey everybody. So today we are going to be doing a really simple breathing exercise. You can do this laying on the floor, and in fact, I prefer to do it laying on the floor. However, I wanted you to be able to see my setup a little bit easier for the purposes of this video. So all that you're going to need is a strap, and like I said, you can lay on the floor, or if you want to sit on something like a cushion that will bring your hips above your knees so that sitting up tall doesn't take as much effort, or just go grab a chair and just make sure that you're sitting up tall in a chair. But for this breathing exercise, we're going to take a strap or a housecoat waistband or a tie, and we are going to bring it behind our backs, okay? So it's behind your back like this. We're going to cross the straps in front of us and switch hands so that our hands are holding the opposite ends kind of forward and away. Now you just want to make sure that this strap is around some part of your rib cage, and throughout the practice you can choose if you focus on the lower, middle, or upper rib cage. So where you place it right now doesn't really matter. Your hands are just pulling on the ends of the strap enough to take up any slack, okay? So that the loop that's around your body isn't just going to fall down. And all we're going to do is we're going to take a nice breath in and out. Now, if you are in fact breathing through your rib cage, which is the goal, you should have felt your ribs push into that strap a little bit, maybe even your back body a little bit. So try another breath in and see if you can feel that pressure of the ribs into that strap. And just start to notice, if that doesn't happen naturally, can you direct your breath in that way? Can you begin using your rib cage a little more intentionally? And as you do this, and maybe your rib starts to expand a little more, you're going to notice that it needs the strap to slacken off just a little bit. So your hands, I'm going to exaggerate this motion, your hands are going to get lightly pulled inward as you breathe in. But then as you breathe out and that rib cage retracts and your hands continue to take up the slack on the strap, they'll start to move out again, okay? So you're just going to go into a nice cycle of breathing gently and directing your breath to that part of the rib cage that the strap is wrapping around. And while you're here, just start to notice, are you holding tension in any other parts of your body that don't have anything to do with breathing? Like maybe your legs, maybe your pelvic floor, maybe your abs. Can you let the belly just soften as you're here? There should be a little bit of movement in the belly, but it's not because that's where the breathing is happening. It's simply, it's taking the overflow of the breath. And then you can try moving that strap. So I'm going to move mine to more my upper rib cage and coming across my chest. And I'm going to see if I can direct my breath into that part of my rib cage. And again, what does that change? What happens in my legs? What happens in my pelvic floor? What happens in my abdomen? What happens in my neck or my shoulders or my face or around my eyes? Can you let as much tension go in as many places as possible to just breathe? And on top of that, can you direct your breath to the area you are targeting with the strap so that you know that you are using your rib cage? Now, a really great thing about breathing exercises is if you're feeling stressed out or anxious or worried or just really high up there in your stress energy, breathing exercises are a fantastic way of calming down your nervous system. You're focusing on one thing. You're feeling your body. You're being present in your body. That physical touch that the strap provides around your rib cage gives you something to focus on. They're really great calming practices for the nervous system. So that's something else that you could observe while you're doing this. How does your energy feel while you're doing this practice, and after? How do you feel after a nice grounding breathing practice? Okay, so super simple. That's it for today. Just really easy breathing, sending your attention to your rib cage, becoming aware of your breath, and just down regulating that nervous system. Okay, I will see you next week.